This is your weekly market watch for the Seattle area real estate market. Hey, I'm Brennen Clouse. I'm your favorite Seattle area realtor. And this is the market watch for this week. Today is Friday, January 23rd. I'm a little late this week getting the market watch out, but nonetheless, let's jump into the number. So the interest rate going down was a little bit short-lived. Last week when we saw the interest rate down at 6.05 on average was the only week this month that we've seen that. So unfortunately the interest rate, the 30-year fix is back up to 6.19% today. The 15-year fix is at 5.76%. And then the jumbo is at 6.38%. And the 30-year FHA and VA are at 5.85 and 5.87 respectively. This is due to a lot of things politically in the news that are going on and the market volatility. Obviously, the markets love steady, predictable results, and when there are not steady and predictable results, we see a little bit of the interest rate go back up. So we're not seeing a ton of reasons for the interest rate to continue to come down yet, especially with headlines about the Fed and what is going on at the Fed. We'll see later this year if that does change as the Fed chair leaves or a new Fed chair is announced. So right now we're just holding steady a little bit above 6. We're still down about 1% from where we were a year ago. So it is still a great opportunity for buyers in this market to save a little bit of money now than if they had bought a year ago. And if you purchased a home about a year ago and you're thinking about refinancing, definitely reach out, because right now, if you do refinance, that could be savings in the hundreds of dollars per month range for you if you had purchased about a year ago when the rates were around 7%. So definitely keep that in mind and think about when you might want to refinance. And that's definitely something our team can help you think through if you want to reach out and talk about that. Now let's talk about the Seattle number of listings that came on this market. For condos, we saw new listings down by 39 at 152 this week. For pending listings, those were up 36 at 145. So almost the same number of pending listings, 145 in the past 7 days, as we saw new listings at 152, and sold listings were up by 8 at 76. Now the decrease in number of listings this week is likely due to the holiday weekend last week. Sometimes if people are going to be out of town, or if people are actually waiting right now to list their home, this can be why we see that decrease. And I think it's the latter there. I think it's the holiday weekend and also people being out of town. But I really think what's happening right now is that sellers are just getting ready, and we're going to see a flood of new homes hit the market here in the next few weeks. And those sellers that are savvy are getting ahead of everyone else and putting their home on the market. So if you are a seller and watching this, now is the time to get your home listed right now before you have a bunch of competition later in the spring. The sooner in the year, the better, because buyers will be burnt out by the time we get to May and June. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about selling. Now for residential homes, single family homes and townhomes in Seattle, this week we saw an increase of 34 new listings at 366 total new listings in the past 7 days. We saw an increase of 92 pending homes at 405. So we're actually outpacing the number of new listings. So 405 went pending in the past week and only 366 came on the market. So that tells you that we are seeing people buy what was previously listed. Maybe it was left over from 2025, maybe it was just listed earlier this year, but we are seeing that happen. And sold listings were down 32 at 185. Now we are hearing about competition in the market. We're hearing about buyers competing against each other. So if you were thinking about buying this year, let's talk and have a strategy call about what your goals are and how we can best help you. It's free to you. We do it over Zoom. Reach out via text or email and let's set something up. And if you're thinking about selling this year, as I mentioned, selling is something that you need to do ASAP if you want to hit the spring market and you want to beat all your competition. So just like a buyer, if you want to talk about your strategy for selling, reach out via text or email and we'll set up a time to talk. Thanks for tuning in to the weekly market watch for Seattle, and we'll see you again next week.